Hi, Sunday morning, the 5th of October 2025. In fact, somebody commented on the fact that I was dating my TikTok videos, which is apparently an unusual thing to do. But these are weather forecasts, and an undated weather forecast really isn't worth very much at all. Sure, you could be watching it at any time of the year, or any year indeed. There's still some interesting weather, even though we've got anticyclonic conditions for this week ahead. There's still some interesting weather around. So I thought I'd come on to say it's lovely and sunny now when I'm making this forecast, Sunday morning, but it is going to get cloudy, and that's because there's going to be a change of air mass. No real rain, maybe a little drizzle around western facing coasts, but it's going to become increasingly cloudy. That's because the air mass temperature is changing. So I'm putting a different chart. This isn't a precipitation chart, which is the one I usually put in. There's no real precipitation to show this week. This is an air mass chart, and this shows the change in air mass temperature. Now, this is not the surface temperature. This temperature is taken at 850 hectopascals, so that's up in the atmosphere. The general standard temperature or pressure that we describe on the surface of the Earth is 1013. That's the standard pressure if you've done any scientific study. 113 hectopascals is standard pressure. So on your isobaric charts, you'll see highs and lows. The computer will automatically put in a H where you see isobaric pressure above 113, and the computer will automatically put in a low where you see isobaric pressure below that. But those don't actually define areas of high pressure and low pressure. Areas of high pressure and low pressure are defined by the circulation of the wind. Winds go clockwise around an anticyclone and anti-clockwise around an area of low pressure. So the highs and the lows aren't what define low pressure or high pressure. Anyway, I digress, as I always do. So the 850 temperature is the temperature aloft, but it defines the air mass temperature. We've moved now to the south side of the polar front of the jet stream, so it's going to get warmer. You won't really notice a change in the daytime temperature today because it's going to get cloudier, and even though it's past the equinox, it's into October, there's still a little bit of heat left in the sun. But because it's going to get cloudy, and we've got an air mass temperature change at the same time, you won't notice the change in the air temperature until tonight, when the air temperatures will steadily rise overnight tonight as we enter into that warm air mass. Now, the cold front will follow. It's going to follow on Tuesday night. That's going to come through. Not a huge amount of rain in that, as we said, as we promised yesterday, but there's still going to be a rainy day on Tuesday as that cold front follows, with anticyclonic conditions following in behind that, with most dry weather for the weekend. Sinead, slán go fóill.